Let's do some Drugstore holiday glam. So I'm just hydrating my under eyes. This is the Dalba Balm, and my under eyes have been extra dry, so I need the extra hydration. Now we're gonna start with the eyes. So I'm going in with the Morphe concealer. This has quickly become one of my top favorite concealers. And then I'm using this concealer brush. This is from Amazon, and I'll have everything linked below, but I also will have it linked in my Amazon storefront. This is about, I think, $6. I picked up some new drugstore makeup too, so I figured we could use some new and old goodies. So this is new from LA Girl, H2O Lock Hydrating Setting Powder. So just putting it in the cap. Especially if you have hooded eyes and you want to do like a classic smoky eye, you're going to be using some dark colors, so you really want to make sure you're setting. Whoa, this is so weird. This feels like water. It feels like that's the weirdest thing ever. It's it's powder, but when you put it on your skin, it almost feels like the puff is wet. I'm gonna use some eyeshadow shields. These ones are from Amazon. I'm just gonna cut them in half because my eyes are small. And these ones are nice because you can like take off just this part. And you can take off that too, but just try and make sure they're even. I'll zoom you in so you can really see the shadow. So we're gonna use this palette by LA Colors. They used to sell LA Colors at the drugstore, but they sell this at Five Below, and I think they sell it at like the dollar store and stuff. So I'm just gonna go into a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe brush. This is drugstore, and I'm gonna go into a brown color. When you're doing a smoky eye, you definitely want to start with, especially if you have hooded eyes, with a crease and transition color, just to carve out the shape of your eye. And since we are doing a classic smoky eye, I'm bringing it down right along the eyeshadow shield. And then we're gonna go into a smaller fluffy brush. This one's from Morphe, but they don't make these anymore. So I'm going in with this color, and I'm gonna put it right in my crease, but go a little bit above. So then when I open my eyes, you can see the color still. You have to always do that when you have hooded eyes, like, because sometimes when you open your eyes, like, the color disappears. So you want to make sure you're always looking straight forward, not just down, but make sure you can see it when you're looking straight. Just build it up till you like the depth and darkness of the color. And just keep it on the outer corner. These colors are blending out really nicely. This was only $4. I want to brighten up my eyelid, so I'm just going in with this color and just placing it right on the inner corner. But we are going to go over with some sparkly eyeshadow. These are new from ColourPop. They're the Super Shock Shadow Kit. And they have like, this is milk tea and boba. And then they have like a matcha one. And so this is the color Extra Sweet by ColourPop. And these are super pigmented. I've used them before. These are really good for that classic smoky eye look. You can just use your finger with this and just tap it right on the inner corner. And then just to make sure you get like really in that inner corner, go in with a pencil brush. And then just to make sure everything's blended together, go back in with your fluffy brush. Don't add any more eyeshadow and just go back in. I want to make the inner corner just a touch brighter, so I'm going to go into Extra Ice. This is more of like a true white. Now for classic smoky eye, you definitely want to do a little bit of a wing. So I'm just going in with some black eyeshadow to create the wing. And now we can take the eyeshadow shields off. And now you have a really sharp wing. I love using eyeshadow because I can easily fix the wing. Like this one looks a tiny bit thick. So it's just much easier to go in, cleaning up any fallout. Now we're gonna tightline our upper waterline. This is the About Face pencil, but LA Girl has really good ones too that are a little bit cheaper. Now we wanna finish the lower lash line, so we're going to go in with the like lighter brown color again and just using a pencil brush. Then we're gonna go in with the darker color and keep the darker color closer to the outer edge. And we're gonna add some mascara. I got this new one from LA Girl. It's the Perfect Lift Push-Up Mascara. I don't think I've ever used any of their mascaras. Oh, look at the wand. Interesting. All right, not too bad so far. So I'm going in with some half lashes that I have from Amazon. I'll link those below as well. So while the lashes are drying, I'm gonna add some gripping primer. This is from Catrice. I've used this before and I like it. And then I did pick up this little lip oil from, it's Amora, and that's from the dollar store. I think it was like $2. I'm just gonna put this on while we do the foundation and everything. That's really pretty. I'm really excited to try this next thing. It's the LA Girl Pro Sculpt Concealer Palette. This is the light one. So I'm gonna go mix these two together to get more of like a contour color. These definitely lean warmer, which is okay. So we'll just use it more as a bronzer, but since we're doing some underpainting, it's okay if it leans warmer. Would you want to see a full contour tutorial? Let me know in the comments below. Then I'm going into the light shade. Again, this is underpainting, so it can be a little bit brighter than normal. They're definitely thicker than the tube ones, so we'll see how that works for my skin. When doing contour, you always want to blend upwards. These are definitely stiff, so not sure how I feel about them just yet. Now I look a little crazy. And then we're gonna use this Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator from Wet n Wild. This is the shade Light. I like placing the foundation kind of around the contour, and then I'm just pressing it in with a stippling brush. And I still have a ton on my hand, so this stuff goes a long way. And that's one thing that I love about underpainting, like you end up using a lot less foundation and product. If I want to pat in anything more, I just go in with a damp beauty blender. All right. Skin is looking okay so far. And I picked up this cream or liquid blush. We all know what this looks like. It's way darker than I thought. I don't think I like that color. Well, we'll just try a little bit. It's definitely more of like a berry color than like pink, which is usually not my go-to. They had a one that was a pink one, but I thought it might be too light. Maybe I should have got that one. No, it doesn't look that bad. It's just more the color, actually. This went on really nice. It's just more the color isn't my usual go-to. I picked up this new LA Girl Duo Bronzer. So this is the shade Light. I like that it has like a cooler tone in there. So I'm just gonna swirl them together. That looks really nice. Okay, we got some good things going for us. And then I did get this setting spray too. This is, I think, $5. You know what this looks like too. Oh, I can smell the alcohol in that one. Don't breathe in when you spray this. And then I did pick up this highlighter from the dollar store or Five Below. I'm just gonna tap it on with my finger. I got a different hydrating mist, so we know what this looks like. I'm gonna have to do a dupes video. Would you be interested in seeing a dupes video? Let me know in the comments. So this is the Amora All Nighter Hydrating Mist. This feels way more hydrating than the other one. Okay, that definitely hydrated. I do want to add just a touch of this Morphe blush. I like blush that's a little bit more pink than like mauve and berries. But these Morphe blushes are amazing. They're so good. And then let's do the eyebrows. This is from LA Girl, Arch Envy. It's like an angled, flat angled pencil. I like the color of this. This is perfect. If you have the same color eyebrows, it's nice. And then I got the eyebrow gel from Amora. This is their clear brow gel. Kind of a thick spoolie, but it's okay. But that felt nice. And then what's a classic holiday look without a red lip? So, okay, that's a little bit more fiery red than I thought. It's pretty, but I was hoping for a more like blue toned red. This is from LA Colors. This is the shade Alluring. Okay, my camera died for a second, but so these are two different colors, which was stupid of me to get, but whatever. I think this is going to be a more like blue tone, a little bit bluer, but not by much. But that is really a really pretty color. So this is the shade Starlit. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put under eye brightener on. This one's from Catrice. See how that really brightens up the eyes. And then let's do the powder. This is the weirdest feeling. It feels like I'm putting almost like water drops on my skin, but okay, that really blurred the skin. Can you tell the difference? That's so cool. I'm really liking that one. And let's just hydrate one more time. And now you have a classic holiday makeup look. You have the smoky eye, bold red lip, and it works if you have hooded eyes. Will you try this out? Let me know in the comments. This is like my initial thoughts. Some of them I already have used. Catrice Grip Primer, great. Morphe Concealer, love this. I really like the powder, the H2O Walk by LA Girl. The Catrice Eye Brightener, I like. I mean, I already know I like that because I've used it a million times. The lipstick looks good. Maybe get the same colors. These are literally $4 together. So $2 each. I mean, you can't really beat that. Eyebrow pencil, that worked for me. And then the gel, I'll keep using it. Highlighter surprised me, I liked it. The tinted hydrator, I'm not sure about. I'll have to play around with that a little bit more. Again, that's my first time using it. Morphe blush, yes, you can't go wrong with that. This actually I did like, but I feel like the color is wrong for me, but the LA Girl bronzer, I really like. Unfortunately, this did not blow me away like I thought it was going to. I'm still gonna play around with it. It is a little bit drier, and it's definitely leaning a little bit more orange than I thought. Eyeshadow trios, they're amazing. Like, you really can't go wrong with these. And they're super affordable. Mascara, I'm not sure about. And then this lip oil I did like. Let's put a little bit more on. Now you have a shiny red lip. Oh, this, the hydrating spray by Lazy Days, I really liked. This does not hydrate. It probably sets because it's definitely, you can smell the alcohol in it. And I think that's it. And again, everything will be linked in the comments. What kind of look do you want to see next? Let me know below. I do read every single comment. And if you like this tutorial, you'll love my hooded eye makeup course at mikaysmakeup.com. Don't forget to give this a like, subscribe if you want to see more hooded eye makeup tutorials and other makeup looks. I will see you in the next video.